Mastering the art of insinuation is one of the most sophisticated and subtle tactics in seduction, relying on suggestion rather than direct statements to plant ideas and desires in the mind of the target. Unlike overt statements or declarations, insinuation works by leaving just enough ambiguity to engage the target's imagination, allowing them to fill in the blanks with their own thoughts and emotions. This approach makes the seduction feel more organic, as the target isn't told what to feel or think, but rather arrives at these conclusions on their own, often without realizing they've been guided there. At its core, insinuation involves placing ideas, feelings, or desires in the target's mind through indirect means. For instance, instead of openly expressing interest, the seducer might use a well-placed compliment that speaks to the target's unique qualities, or perhaps a story that subtly mirrors the target's own aspirations or dreams. These hints can create a sense of shared understanding, leaving the target wondering if the seducer somehow gets them in a way others do not. This indirect approach feels more personal and unique, fostering a deep connection and engaging the target's own thoughts and fantasies in the seduction process. One of the strengths of insinuation lies in its ability to bypass the target's defenses. Direct statements often trigger caution, skepticism, or resistance, as they can feel like a push for something the target isn't ready to accept. Insinuation, however, operates below the level of conscious resistance. The seducer gently nudges the target's thoughts, allowing them to follow subtle trails of suggestion that seem to arise naturally. The target feels they are in control, leading to a deeper engagement and a willingness to explore the possibilities the seducer is presenting. An effective way to use insinuation is through the power of ambiguity. When the seducer leaves certain details or meanings open-ended, the target is compelled to think about them more deeply, trying to decipher the hidden meanings. For instance, a seducer might give an ambiguous compliment that could be taken as romantic or merely friendly, leaving the target unsure of the seducer's true intentions. This uncertainty keeps the target mentally engaged as they attempt to solve the mystery. The seducer becomes a fascinating puzzle, someone whose true feelings and intentions are hard to pin down, making them all the more alluring. The art of insinuation also extends to planting ideas about potential future encounters or experiences. Instead of directly suggesting a romantic scenario, the seducer might talk about places they'd like to visit or experiences they find enjoyable, allowing the target to imagine themselves in that scenario with the seducer. By letting the target complete the picture in their mind, the seducer is essentially allowing them to seduce themselves, making the experience feel far more personal and self-driven. The target becomes complicit in their own seduction, as they unconsciously envision themselves in situations that the seducer has hinted at. Insinuation also benefits from the use of storytelling. The seducer might share an anecdote or recount a past experience that indirectly mirrors the feelings or desires they want to evoke in the target. For example, they might describe a story of unexpected romance or adventure, subtly encouraging the target to consider similar possibilities. The seducer can craft these stories to resonate with the target's own life experiences or hidden desires, making them feel like a participant in the narrative. This creates a sense of connection and stirs emotions in the target without overtly stating the seducer's intentions. Insinuation allows the seducer to be both playful and strategic. A seducer skilled in insinuation can drop hints or subtly flirt without ever crossing lines that might make the target uncomfortable. They operate within the target's comfort zone, leading them closer without pushing them away. This patience and restraint demonstrate control, which can make the seduction even more compelling. The target feels safe yet intrigued, caught in a slow, mesmerizing dance that keeps them coming back for more. A powerful byproduct of insinuation is that it encourages the target's imagination to take the lead. The human mind tends to be most engaged when actively filling in gaps or interpreting incomplete information. By offering tantalizing hints without delivering everything at once, the seducer stirs the target's mind, creating a mental scenario that becomes increasingly vivid and appealing. The target begins to build fantasies, sometimes even projecting their own desires onto the seducer, who has merely provided a subtle suggestion. This mental involvement deepens the seduction, as the target's own thoughts become entangled with the seducer's presence and potential. In mastering insinuation, the seducer essentially becomes a skilled artist, carefully crafting words, gestures, and expressions that subtly guide the target's thoughts and feelings. This indirect approach is powerful because it respects the target's autonomy, giving them the illusion that they are in control of the situation. They believe they are choosing to explore these thoughts, making the connection feel more genuine and less contrived. Over time, this method can foster a deep psychological bond, as the target feels drawn into the seduction without ever feeling pressured or manipulated. Ultimately, insinuation is about creating a space where the target feels compelled to explore their own desires, often discovering aspects of themselves they didn't realize were there. The seducer becomes the one who opens this door, providing a glimpse into the unknown or forbidden and letting the target's curiosity take over. Through insinuation, the seducer doesn't just draw the target in. They make them feel that they have found something they were searching for all along, deepening both their attraction and their sense of connection.